This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, I just want to discuss geopolitics pertaining to World War III. Clearly, we are in the beginning stages of it. And I'm going to hit some key points regarding geopolitics on the reason why, okay, we're in the beginning stages of World War III, and it's going to get a whole lot bigger, okay? What you see in front of your screen is former CIA analyst Larry Johnson, and he's going to give his opinion, which I said in one of my previous videos, of why Donald Trump and his Goomba squad, okay, went into Venezuela, all right, to get the oil, first and foremost, all right, and I also said America also needs rare minerals that they don't have in their defense stockpile, which is tantalum, which I'll go into more into that. But there's the reason why Donald Trump went in and the Goomba squad, you know, using the U.S. military as mercenaries and pirates, and that's what the U.S. military is, are mercenaries and pirates, okay, is to get that oil because they know, all right, that they're going to go to war with Iran any day, you know, any day now. And that's just a figure, you know, I'm just saying as a figure of speech, all right? Only the Lord knows when he wants America and Iran and them JJs to lock horns. But it's going to happen soon, okay? Real soon, okay? And it's looking like any day, like I said, but again, it's of the Lord. All right. And I'm just being transparent here. I'm all for these wars. I'm all for these wars. I'm looking forward to it. The bigger, the better. Okay. Because this is necessary evil so we can get the hell up out of here. All right. And you know what? Let me play this is fair use. This is education. I'm only using this as a point. All right. If anybody's ever seen Vampire in Brooklyn, okay, Eddie Murphy plays this. You know, he comes off as a priest. You know, a reverend. All right. You know, to Jake, and he's outside because he can't be inside the church. You know that's the whole. Vampire has that's like their kryptonite. They can't be inside churches. They can't get holy oil, right? Whatever. The point is, Eddie Murphy's character, this reverend, he makes a factual point. He makes a factual point. So let me play this, and then I'll bring out a scripture to back it.
Well, the bottom line, brothers and sisters, what I'm trying to tell you tonight is that evil is necessary.
It's necessary.
Evil is necessary. Thereby, if it's necessary.
There you go. Evil is necessary, right? So this is necessary evil. So let me bring out Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things right. So the Lord is ratcheting up, okay, World War III, all right, to bring bad times. So that's what evil means, bad times, all right, to the people that walk the earth. All right, so we are for these wars, okay? we are with it. We're okay with it. Okay, and we're excited about it because this is what we need so that we can get up out of here. All right. And of course, we're also waiting on the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, which can come while these wars are being ramped up. Okay, because at the end of the day, all right, conflicts can happen while they push mandates on the population. It's a fact. Okay, did the wars stop when the pandemic hit? Did the war stop? Did the troops say, let's stop fighting? Okay, because there's a pandemic all throughout the earth. No, they were still fighting in the midst of a pandemic when they shut the whole world down. Okay, there was still fighting going on. All right, so the wars don't stop because of mandates and government policies. All right, in fact, there are more rights are going to be taken away due to war. All right, but anyway, this is the necessary evil, as the character, that Eddie Murphy plays in Vampire in Brooklyn. All right, we need this evil. So now let's go into why Donald Trump and the Goomba Squad, the military, the CIA, which they're now openly known as pirates. Okay, the global pirates and global mercenaries. It's a fact. But why did they need to go into Venezuela? Okay, what was the reason why? And I gave the hint. Okay, because they know they got to go to war with Iran. Okay, and so Strait of Hormuz. That's it. Let's play this. And this is a former CIA analyst, Larry Johnson.
And I think one of the things driving this attack on Venezuela now is that they need to the White House needs to secure an alternative source of oil to offset the possibility that supply of oil coming out of the Persian Gulf will be disrupted, shut down because of an impending attack on Iran. Mm-hmm. And the United States and Israel are going to attack Iran. And I don't think it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yep. Okay. That's a fact. The United States and them JJs are going to attack Iran. So America, all right, it needs another source of oil, okay, and minerals, okay, that they can get easily to their military. All right. And that's why Venezuela needed to get sacked the way it did. Now, I'm being transparent with that. Just because you're able to, get into Venezuela, that doesn't mean it's going to be, a pleasant area to be in while you're extracting all the oil and the minerals like tantalum. There will be, civil unrest. There will be insurgents. There will be foreign fighters. Okay, this ain't going to be a walk in the park. All right. So you will see casualties. Okay. And you will see American soldiers, coming home in coffins with flags on them. It's going to happen. Because the moment Donald Trump brings in the boots on the ground to secure what they need, that's when it's going to get real spicy in that region. So you heard it here. Okay, that's the reason why they went to Venezuela, because they know the Strait of Hormuz is going to be shut down by Iran. Okay, get a map. And I said this before. I've said this in one of my recent videos that was the whole thing, to get to have an alternative, all right, to have a buffer against when Iran shuts down the Strait of Hormuz. This is the Strait of Hormuz. Here's Iran. Okay, here, that's perfect. One right here. See Iran. And this is the Strait of Hormuz, and the oil comes right through here. So all Iran has to do is shut it down, all right? Put a blockade, okay? Stop any oil that's going to America or anything that they theme is going to America or to them JJs, all right? And that's it, okay? And that's and that's a good reasoning why America went into Venezuela. One of the main reasons why. Also, another reason why they went into Venezuela, because they have to prepare a war with Russia and China. I asked this question. I've done this before. Where's it at? I said, is America low on tantalum in their national resource defense stockpile? Right. Tantalum is a mineral that America needs for all their military equipment. Okay. Now, it's known as blue gold. Says, so here's the AI overview. Yes, the U.S. faces significant concerns about its tantalum supply, experiencing heavy import reliance. You see that? That's bad. This is another reason why they needed to go in Venezuela. Venezuela has a large amount of tantalum. In fact, I'll prove that. You're getting the geopolitics of why World War III is inevitable. It's only going to get bigger. It's already here. It's just only going to get bigger, more graphic, more apparent in your face, as well as get ready for a draft. It's coming. Venezuela, tantalum stockpile. I don't know why that was misspelled. Yeah. Stockpile. Here it is. Venezuela has significant tantalum potential in its Guyana Shield region, with artisanal and illicit mining prevalent, leading to a murky but active trade. Though official stockpile data from USGS shows small record amounts, and that's a lie. They don't want to, raise a red flag. Contrast with largely uncontrolled extraction by armed groups and foreign buyers. While the government established processing facilities, the market is dominated by black market dealings with Colombian buyers, often facilitating exports, making official stockpiles hard to track. Right, so they are rich. This state is rich in tantalum. They call it blue gold. Yeah, why the U.S. is threatened by Venezuela's blue gold. Importing and stockpiling tantalum is its only resource. Yup. Because America doesn't have enough tantalum on American soil. They need this tantalum. All right. Now I asked this question right here. Check this out. What is tantalum used for regarding military equipment? Tantalum is crucial in military equipment for high performance electronics, capacitors, and radar guidance and comms, high temperature aerospace components, jet engine blades, rocket nozzles. Like, there you go. Okay? And even armor piercing munitions, leveraging its extreme heat resistance, high density, corrosion resistance, and excellent electrical properties for reliability in harsh environments like fighter jets, missiles, and drones. This is another reason why they needed Venezuela. Okay, they got to get ready for the big wars. Okay, with Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, and NATO. Okay, that's gonna go down too. All right. There's the whole situation with Greenland that's getting spicy, and they need a particular minerals. All right, because what had happened was China started cornering the market on a lot of minerals. Okay, and this is why now America is being pirates of the world. I was going to say Caribbean. Well, they already fulfilled that narrative. They are pirates of the Caribbean, but now they're going all over the world, including Greenland. All right, there's a rare earth mineral. It's at the tip of my tongue. In Greenland, but America needs it. You know what? And this goes into Micah. You know what? Let me bring out this scripture first, because the scriptures talk about what this devil does. Okay. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. You see that? Okay. And clearly, all right. Hey, this is everything America is doing is to their own destruction. All right. But again, we're all for it because it's going to lead to the destruction of America. Everything America is doing is setting themselves up for destruction. 2. And they covet fields, right? What does that mean, covet fields? All right, the resources, the minerals, okay, the oil, the tantalum, this rare earth in Greenland. What rare earth mineral in Greenland is needed for military equipment. Let me do it this way. Hopefully it gives me the right word. This is it right here. Dysprosium. There we go. Greenland has dysprosium. All right. And it's needed for high-tech hardware such as radar, guided missiles, drones, jet engines, and electronic warfare systems. Right. So this is why America wants Greenland. They want those resources. Okay. Because China has cornered the market on these resources. All right. This is geopolitics. It's all about the resources for the military. Okay. Let me ask this question. Is America low on, what's the name of this? Let me copy this. Bear me one moment. Okay. Is America low on dysprosium in their national defense stockpile? Yes. Woo! Oh, they done fucked up. Yeah, this is the reason why. All right. So and then hey, this is it, man. This is these American Edomites are fucking retarded. They been knew they needed this shit. Yes, the U.S. has historically had very low dysprosium reserves in its national defense stockpile, with stockpiles shrinking dramatically from the 1990s, creating significant vulnerability as this dysprosium is crucial for defense system, magnets, and clean energy tech, with the U.S. heavily relying on imports, especially from China. That's why they want Greenland. That's why they want Greenland, man. Because China, they're beefing with China. Okay? Yo, hey, the Lord is the master chess player. He's using these nations, okay, so that they can go to World War III. We are for the wars. Yeah, I'm with this. This is spicy. Woo! Woo! Yeah. So anyway, this is the reason why World War III is not going away. It's going to get bigger. And we here. And this is the will of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Right. He's making sure that these nations lock horns on each other. And he's using these minerals as the reason they're going to lock horns. Okay. Micah, let's go back to Micah chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, and even a man in his heritage. Right. So again, this is the reason. So by America doing all this, okay, it's leading up to their demise. 3. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against the family do I devise an evil. Right. Necessary evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Right. Okay. So, hey, the Lord gave you over to your covetousness, to your delusion, all right? And you wanted to be a violent tyrant, and this is what's going to bring evil, all right? So, again, everything you're doing is playing into prophecy. That's why we're excited. We're excited about this, okay? We're excited about this. All right, so some articles, senators say U.S. will hit Iran if it rebuilds nuclear missile program. So these are just more evidence that an impending attack is coming. This was spicy. Trump's abduction of Maduro escalates concerns over potential war with Iran. Right. So there ain't no more negotiation going down. After everything that just happened in Venezuela, ain't no peace coming to the Middle East. Okay. This is another spicy from the times of Israel. Iran warns it could preemptively strike enemies in response to an imminent threat. Yeah. I mean, I don't, at this point, why would Iran wait? They clearly saw what America did. They see what them JJs are doing all throughout the Middle East. Why would Iran wait? Okay, it's go time. Trump says U.S. to get 30 million to 50 million barrels of oil from Venezuela at market price. Right, he's doing this now. They need the oil now, all right? Because they know that Strait Hormuz is going to get blocked, all right? So now let me bring this out. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Because of the wars. 34, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Right. This is the reason why. Okay, there's going to be a heavy depopulation of men on planet Earth because of these wars and because of the famine. And this is the will of the Lord, to bring judgment. 35, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. 36, behold, the word of the Lord, receive it, believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. 37, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slacked. Right, these are plagues, these are wounds. Okay? So yeah, we're here. So I just wanted to bring this out. I don't want to make this too long. All right, it's getting spicy. Again, this is the real reason why Venezuela went in there, is to get the oil and not Venezuela. America went into Venezuela is to get the oil and the resources, because they know they got to go to war against Iran, Russia, China, okay, North Korea. All right. You heard it from a former CIA analyst, Larry Johnson, and I said this in my previous lesson. Okay, I know I said that for a fact, that they wanted to get the oil in Venezuela. All right, so when the shit goes down with Iran and Iran shuts the Strait of Hormuz, all right, the American military still has oil. Now, for the rest of you Americans, get ready to see gas prices go through the roof, okay? Because you think the American government is going to give a damn about these gas prices for you everyday citizens? Shoot, okay? You'll see gas prices go up. That oil is strictly for the military. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Okay, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Bakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying, pray without ceasing, pray for each other, pray for the apostle elders. We're almost out of here. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray, cover, shalom.